Hello, my name's Ryan Coffin, and this is my personality assessment. A little bit about me. I'm an electrical engineering major with a minor in project management. I served in the Air Force for 12 years. I worked on C-17s for 5 years, and I worked on 747s for 7 years. Currently, I'm working maintenance on a full motion flight simulator that's modeled after the 747 that I most recently worked on. My personal personality assessment labeled me as INTP or logician. Um, it gave me five categories, and the labels in those categories were introverted, intuitive, thinking, prospecting, and assertive. Introverted, I prefer the deep, meaningful connections and would much rather be in a calm environment. Intuitive, I'm very imaginative and open-minded. I also search for the deeper meaning of things. Thinking, I think extremely logically and rationally and prioritize this over feelings. In this category, I find the most drawbacks, and we'll touch on that later. Prospecting, I'm laid back and just go with the flow. I hate structure and set plans. If there is a set plan, I can't stand when it goes awry. Assertive, I'm very level-headed. I don't stress easily. There's not much worth worrying about. Also on this one, um, I perform very well in high stress situations, which tends to be very beneficial. My thoughts, I very much agree with the personality assessment. It hit the nail on the head. I really dislike loud social environments. I analyze everything and approach things logically rather than emotionally. I also strive to find the deeper meaning of everything and try to learn as much as I can about a subject. The reflective thinking model most closely coincides with my personality traits. It's methodical in evaluating the problem, looking for the best solutions, weighing the pros and cons, and implementation. This is how my brain works going through everyday life. Potential barriers, and this goes back to the way I think. My personality and reflective thinking works well for me, but many people operate emotionally rather than logically, and it can lead to conflict. It's much easier to work alone with this personality, which means I have to be flexible and consider others' feelings, thoughts, and ideas as well. Um, this is so true. It's it's much easier for me to approach things logically, like we said on the last slide, weigh the pros and cons of everything and make the best decision that way, as opposed to I find many other people just let their emotions get involved and they don't always go the best route to get something done or the most efficient route. And you tend to butt heads with people, and it's harder to work in a group environment with the way I think. However, it I don't know, it just doesn't make sense to me letting emotions get involved. Um, I just, like I said, I think very logically. Final thoughts. I really think this assessment was a great tool to help you understand your own qualities and how to adapt them to work better with others. I believe this described me to the T for my demeanor, to my logical mindset, as well as opened my eyes to potential conflict and how I may need to adapt in, in a group work environment.